Hi everybody, it's Brittany. So today I'm going to go over how to dilute a remedy down in different glasses of water. This is a common technique that homeopaths will use if the person taking the remedy has a tendency to react strongly, either to medicines in general, like if you take a prescription medication and you have a tendency to get side effects, or maybe you've taken this remedy before and you got an aggravation, or in other words, like a heightening of your symptoms. This is a way to reduce the likelihood that that will happen. So the most important thing to remember when you're doing dilutions down in glasses of water, especially if you have to do this every day, is to try and make sure you've got the same amount of water in the glasses every single day. You want to make sure you're taking the same dose every day, essentially. If I fill this up this high on the first day, and then I fill it up this high on the second day it's going to be much more dilute, right? So we want to make sure that roughly it's the same amount of water. So if you have to do this daily, maybe measure it out. Make sure you're doing a cup of water every day, that kind of thing. Although I'll show you a trick at the end to make it a little bit easier, because I, for one, don't have time to dilute down in 5 glasses of water every morning or some such nonsense like that. So I'll show you the basic idea, but do remember that every homeopath may have a slightly different variation. They might be creating a different variation based on what they know about you and how you've reacted to the remedy in the past, or they may just have a different method. So I'll show you the basic way, but there are variations. So on the first glass, just sort of make a landmark of how much water to put in. I think that's roughly about the same. Okay, so what I'm demonstrating here is 3 glasses of water. And you will usually start with either pellets or a liquid dose. A liquid dose is less common, but you may have one. And basically what you would do is just add your pellets to the first glass of water, or however many drops of your liquid preparation into this first glass of water. Okay, so now if you only have to dilute down in 1 glass of water, you are done. It's pretty easy. And so then your homeopath may say, stir and take 1 sip, 1 teaspoon, 1 drop, whatever. Right? Now the stirring is only to agitate the water. The stirring is not to make the pellets dissolve. So don't sit around waiting for them to dissolve. Sometimes they take forever. So don't waste your time. Now, if you have to dilute down in more than 1 glass of water, let's say 2 or 3, 4 or 5, what you are going to do is now move some water from the first glass into the second. So one technique is to take a spoon and just go from one to the other. The spoon will have roughly 1, 2, 3 drops of water on it. So it may look like you're moving nothing, but actually you're moving a couple drops. So you're putting a couple drops of this into this second one, and you will do the same thing, and you will stir. If you only dilute down twice, then you take whatever dose of the second one. If you have to do it a third time, touch up the spoon, and then take it from the third glass. Sometimes homeopaths will also say, for example, move 1 teaspoon of the water from the first glass into the second, stir 1 teaspoon of the second glass into the third, yada, yada, yada. So you get the idea. You're just moving water from 1 glass to the other, all right? And that is basically it. Now, if you have to do this daily, like I said, what you can do is essentially talk to your homeopath before you do this, because they may not want you to do this, but it's a bit of a hack, if you will. In your last dose, instead of water, have vodka and a little bit of water, and then move from the second glass into the vodka water, and that will keep it stable so that you can then just take from that glass every single day. Your homeopath may want you to prepare it fresh every day, but this allows you to have that gentle dose without having to take the time to dilute down every single day, which I just think is a bit more convenient. All right, so I hope that was helpful. Until next time, bye.